I want to minister to a topic titled Destiny is Divine. Destiny is divinely deposited in your spiritual DNA with appointed time of fulfillment. And destiny is not physical material decoration that is put on human. Destiny is preordained by God before you were born. Destiny is preordained before your birth. Destiny is something that God put in a man. It's not something that men put on a man. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, the word of God said, God speak to Jeremiah. He said, behold, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I know thee and I have ordained thee a prophet. Meaning, destiny is divinely deposited. It's not something that somebody can put on you. And it's not something that somebody can take from you. In Genesis chapter 37, verse 1 to 4, God is the one who chose Joseph for a particular destiny. He is the one who ordained Joseph to become a prime minister. He has ordained Joseph for that very mission before Isaac was born. Because there was a revelation to Abraham. According to Genesis, the Bible says that Abraham fell in a dream at sleep, in a horror, dream of a horror. And God spoke to him. He said, in your time to come, in your fourth generation, they shall move to a strange land where they will serve in a rigor for 400 years before I will rescue them. Joseph was the one that carries that very destiny. Joseph is the son of Jacob. Jacob is the son of Isaac. How many generations? 4 generations to Abraham. So what Joseph was carrying is far different from what the father gave to him. The brethren hated Joseph because of the coat of many colors. But they did not know that the destiny have been ordained is not in the coat. So people, we hate you for what men give to you. People will fight you for what men put on you. People will like to destroy you for what you have received from men. But what God has deposited inside you is what nobody can take. Destiny is not designated by any man for you. So no man can stop it and no man can spoil it except only you. The brothers of Joseph, according to Genesis chapter 37, if you read from verse 12 to 23, as they see Joseph coming, if you know the history very well, they said the dreamer is coming. Like people said they hated him for the dream. They did not start to hate him because of the dream. They started hating him because of the coat of many colors. I want to drop it for you. The coat is different from the code. Destiny, your destiny is a divine code. And that divine code is the password of your destiny is in the hand of God, not in the hand of any man. They were fighting him for the coat, but they were not with the code. In Genesis 37 verse 12 to 23, as they see him coming, they say, look at the dreamer has come. In verse 23, after they plan to kill him and plan everything they have to do to him, and Reuben said, no, let us not share his blood. Let us drop him in the pit. The Bible says because he's with a plan that as they left, he will go and rescue him and return him back to his father. It's only him that have good heart. But what they did to him, in verse 23, they stripped him of the coat. Because the coat is their problem. The coat is why they hated him, not the destiny. You know, I'm always telling you that people say they hated him because he had a dream that they will battle him. No! The first time they hated him was because of the coat of many colors. The first time they hated him because of the love of the father. People are not jealous of you because of your destiny. It is what you put on that make them to be jealous. It is people who relate with you that made them to be jealous. It is people who are around you that made them to hate you. It is the love that people showed you that made them to hate you. Go to your Bible. The brothers of Joseph hated him because the father loved him. They did not hate him because he had a destiny. Because nobody has the power to find out where the destiny is going to. Even if they know you have destiny, they don't know the destination. Even if they know the destination, they don't have the direction. So they cannot hate you for what they don't know. They only hate you for what they can see. And what they saw was the father loved him more than them. What they saw is that the father made him a coat of many colors. So when he comes to the bush, they strip him off. the coat, because that is what made them to be angry, and drop him in the pit without shirt, without coat. It's like, let us see how you fulfill your destiny without this coat of many colors. And they forgot that the destiny is a code, not a coat. And he was sold into slavery to Potiphar. Potiphar bought him. When he got to Potiphar's house, because they thought what they are angry with was the coat. They thought the coat is with the code. When he got to Potiphar's house, what God put inside him, which is the destiny code, start to manifest. The Bible now said in Genesis 39 verse 1 to 3 that everything start to prosper in the house of Potiphar because God was with Joseph, not because coat was given to Joseph. And Potiphar now brought him another coat, which the Bible described as garment, and made him to be in charge of everything that belongs to him except his wife. Listen, my brother. The Bible said in Genesis 39 from verse 9 to verse 13 that Potiphar's wife started to lust to Joseph because of his new coat, not because of his destiny. And he started to seduce him. Joseph refused vehemently. And at the point in time, in verse 12 and 13, the Bible says Joseph escaped and left the coat. The woman captured him on that very coat. He escaped and the woman took the coat. How many times have I collected coat from him? In verse 13, the coat becomes the exhibit A against Joseph. In verse 19 of Genesis 39, Potiphar returned back. The wife was crying. The wife told a lie and blackmailed Joseph. But the coat that he bought for him was evidence that Joseph cannot deny. In verse 20-21, Joseph was sent to prison. The wife thought the coat will be the evidence that will make them to condemn him. The wife made sure he took the coat. When Joseph entered the prison, what God deposited in him started to work again. The Bible said when he entered prison, what was inside him, what God put in him, because destiny is divine. Destiny is not what men put on you. Destiny is not what you wear, and it is what you wear that make people to get angry. It is position they give you that make people to get angry. Destiny is what God deposited inside you, into your spiritual DNA, that nobody can take, that no eraser can erase. And when he got into the prison, the Bible said the prison keepers hand over a whole prison and everybody in prison to Joseph. He was committed to be in charge of everything that concerned prison. It means he will be the one to cook and eat. He will leave prison and go market and buy foodstuff and bring. Look at the prisoner. They took his coat and used the coat as evidence against him, and he went to prison without a shirt, inside the prison without a coat that's supposed to make him an empty man. What God put in him started to function, and they handed over everything to him. One man hated him for it, for what people gave to him. They never know they were helping him to fulfill his destiny. Anybody that hates you for anything is helping you to fulfill your destiny. If you don't have a hater, you are not going anywhere. Can anybody hate you for being poor? Can anybody hate you for not doing well? Nowadays, the life you are living, people hate you because of the human hair you wear. People hate you because of the earring you bought. People hate you because of the car you are driving. People hate you because of the clothes you wear. People hate you because of the love people showed you. They have been programmed to be like that. But they don't have power to erase your original destiny. Destiny is divine. It's not a physical material that is used to decorate you or that is used to cover you. Everything you put on is a covering. Even the law people showed you is physically is a covering. It's different from your divine destiny. Most of you are fighting wrongly, because when you open up to fight people physically for hating you because of your destiny or because of who you are, you will now be the one helping devil to delay and limit the process of your destiny. Anytime you are living life, you will now begin to see everybody as your enemy. You are making mistake. Don't take it personal and physical, because they are created to be so. Because you have been ordained to shine, and that nobody will recognize your light except that you are surrounded by darkness. Destiny is divine. It's not something somebody will give to you. So if nobody can give it to you, nobody can take it from you. So fighting another person, you are wasting your energy. Spoiling people's name is a waste of energy. You are just a hater who don't know what you are doing. And that fight will make that person to go above. You are helping the person to fulfill his or her destiny. And when that person get there, you are going to pay for it and your generation. I will explain to you better. Today, I am going to explain to you better. I have been dealing with destiny matter. I am going to deal with this matter to a destiny level. Let me tell somebody the truth. Tell me somebody, say, Apostle, tell me the truth. Listen, my brethren. When all those people who hated Joseph, and all the people who did with Joseph, dealt with him because of the coat and the garment that he was wearing, they thought that is the destiny. They never know the destiny was ordained by God. It is something that God put in him. It is not something that his father and Potiphar put on him. When he finished his process, he was the one that gave visa to every member of his family to come to Egypt. This time around, he's a prime minister. You know what happened? He did not fight them. He did not quarrel with them physically. He did not go along with them to say they are my enemies. You did not know what happened. I'm going to teach you this very moment. Something unusual happened that people did not preach to you. He brought all of them to Egypt. They enjoyed. And the Pharaoh that knew Joseph died. And the son became Pharaoh. And sent Joseph and all his generation to a place called Goshen, where there is light. And keep all Joseph's brothers and their generation where he is to serve him in a rigor. All the Israelites who served King Pharaoh in Egypt for 430 years were not part of Joseph. Joseph's generation and his children lived in Goshen, not with that Pharaoh. They sold into slavery. God made sure they serve and pay to serve as a slave. After them, the generation to generation were slaves in Egypt because they sold Joseph as a slave. Not Joseph's children, not Joseph's generation, not Joseph. He only recognized Joseph and his children and his generation. But Joseph's brothers, he did not recognize them. They were the one who served that services. They were the one who built the whole Egypt to become a city. They were those who they used to flog even as they were working because they sold their brother into slavery. Did Joseph fight them? You don't need to help God. Allow God to finish with you. Your destiny is divine. Your destiny cannot be divided. Your destiny cannot be taken. Your destiny cannot be erased. Your destiny is not in your coat. Your destiny is not in your suit. Your destiny is not in your gown. Your destiny is not in your human hair. Your destiny is not in a car you bought. Your destiny is not the house you built. Your destiny is not the position they gave to you. Your destiny is not in the certificate you have. Your destiny is not in the appointment that is given to you. Your destiny is something that God put in you. It is not something that people put on you. It's divinely deposited in you spiritually with a fulfillment date. Nobody can change the heart of God towards you except you change towards God. No matter what it is, no matter what you pass through, no matter how many people hated you for it, it will surely be fulfilled. According to Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, if you read the Bible, it says, slowly and steady, surely the appointed time will approach when the destiny will be fulfilled. It said, it might seem slow. Bible said, do not bother, for surely it shall come to pass. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3.